Narcissists are masters of disguise, skilled actors with a perfect mask, but beneath that polished, charming exterior lies a completely different person, selfish, unfeeling, and manipulative. They manipulate, deceive, and trample on the emotions of others without the slightest remorse. Like emotional vampires, they crave attention and admiration, eagerly draining the energy of those around them to fuel their distorted sense of self. Today, let's pull back the curtain and step into the dark psychology of the narcissist. You'll discover the hidden, chilling truths they work hard to conceal. Prepare yourself. What you're about to learn might make you shiver. Number 1. What they love most is their distorted ego. Think back to the first moment you met them. What really happened? At that time, the narcissist wore a perfect mask, a carefully crafted façade meant to lure you in and manipulate you. Maybe they excessively praised you, whispered sweet promises, painted a rosy future, and pledged to sacrifice everything for a happy life with you. They made you believe that you had found true love, that the two of you were meant to be, that no one else could ever love you as much as they did. If this resonates, know you're not alone. This is a familiar tactic that psychologists call love bombing. Sadly, their real purpose wasn't love, it was control and manipulation. Narcissists are incapable of genuine love because true love requires caring about another person's needs, something they simply cannot do. Instead, they attack you with an onslaught of emotions, sweet words, attention, and even gifts, all to make you fall for them quickly. This is how they feed their twisted ego. This is the sweet trap, a romantic act orchestrated to make you fall for them fast because they know they can't maintain that perfect mask forever. Once you're emotionally invested, they can control and manipulate you more easily. And when you discover their deception and expose their true face, they might beg and cling to you as if they truly love you, as if they can't live without you. They may even threaten to do something drastic if you leave. Is that love? Not at all. It's simply a desperate hold on the supply their distorted ego needs. Even if they have someone new in their life, they may still want to keep you around, not because they love you, but because they can't bear to see you happy. In their twisted world, only they deserve happiness, not you. To them, you are a resource, something to cling to, which creates a cycle of pain they never want you to escape. And they certainly don't want you to realize this. Number 2. They fear your growth. There's a secret that narcissists try to keep from you. They're more afraid of you than of anything else. They fear your strength, your independence, and above all, they fear the moment you realize your true worth and break free from their control. They create a flawless outer shell, but inside is a fragile, breakable ego. They need you as a source of energy, as a mirror to reflect the perfect image they crave. But when you wake up, when you realize you deserve a better life, they panic. They'll do anything to pull you back in, from sweet talk to cunning manipulation. But don't be fooled. The most powerful weapon to defeat them is your own healing. When you repair the wounds, when you find joy and happiness within yourself, you become invincible. They will have to witness your transformation, see you become stronger and more confident than ever. They'll realize that you don't need them, that you can shine on your own. And that's the harshest blow to their inflated ego. Focus on yourself, love yourself, and build a life that's independent and free. That is the sweetest and most noble revenge of all. Number 3. They are deeply insecure and fragile. Beneath the grandiose facade and manipulative behavior of a narcissist lies profound insecurity and vulnerability, almost irreparable in nature. They wear a glittering mask, sometimes exaggerated confidence, sometimes feigned humility to protect their fragile ego from the judgmental eyes of the world. Psychologists have long studied and found that such individuals use this facade not only to convince others but to conceal their lack of self-worth from themselves. At the core of their insecurity often lies childhood psychological wounds. They may have grown up in families where they were either strictly controlled with no freedom of expression, or excessively indulged, leading to an inflated sense of self. In both cases, they crafted a false self to cope with feelings of inadequacy. As adults, they continue hiding this weak self through showiness, charm, and manipulation, but deep down they are haunted by the fear of being exposed. When you inadvertently touch on their insecurities, perhaps with a simple comment, they might explode in anger or respond with immediate withdrawal, revealing their hurt. This reaction isn't merely defensive, it's their way of maintaining their illusion of superiority. This explains why they constantly work to construct a perfect image. And when that image is threatened by even a passing remark, they react as if it were an assault on their very being. In the narcissist's inner world, every criticism feels like a betrayal of the idealized self they've worked so hard to build. In other words, when you notice their insecurity through such exaggerated reactions, that's when the mask slips, revealing a deeply wounded soul that they spend a lifetime trying to hide. Number 4. They fear losing control. Narcissists crave power as a shield against their deep-seated insecurities. They don't just want control over their surroundings, work, relationships, and others' emotions, but are also obsessed with protecting the flawless, untouchable image they've constructed. For them, everything must be within reach, because anything beyond their control threatens their fragile ego and evokes the fear of exposing the truth about themselves, the flaws, weaknesses, and emptiness they work so hard to deny. To keep others dependent and submissive, they'll use any means necessary, from sweet talk and hollow promises to staged emotional dramas. Resistance or defiance doesn't just make them angry, it triggers their fear of being unmasked. That's why they respond so aggressively, perhaps through anger, blame, or even revenge, to maintain their image. Even after a relationship has ended, it's difficult to escape their influence. The psychological wounds left behind by a narcissist can reignite old pains within you, from childhood traumas to family and relationship scars. Subtle accusations like "you're not good enough," "something is wrong with you," or "only I can make you happy" embed themselves in your subconscious, causing self-doubt that gradually takes root. Their influence goes beyond emotional manipulation. It shakes your trust in yourself. They turn you into a piece in their collection of controlled individuals, stripping away your autonomy and personal identity. This is also why, when they lose control, narcissists spiral into a state of panic, not only because they've lost someone to control, but also because they must confront their biggest fear, losing the illusion that conceals their profound inner weakness. Number 5. They fear facing themselves. Narcissists, always wearing a perfect mask, hide a dark secret. They constantly project their own negative emotions onto others. They long to be admired and idolized, yet they cannot face the darker corners of their own psyche. They are masters of projection, particularly when it comes to shame. To escape accountability for their wrongful actions, they distort the truth, blaming others and making them bear the burden of the negative emotions they themselves should confront. They'll make you feel ashamed, guilty, only to then turn around and criticize you for being too sensitive or too weak. It's a ruthless manipulation tactic, allowing them both to hide their own shame and turn it into a weapon against others. The truth is, hurting others is a defense mechanism for narcissists. They despise themselves but can't bear to face that reality. Instead, they lash out at others to avoid the pain and insecurity inside. So if you carry emotional scars from a relationship with a narcissist, remember, it's not your fault. Their criticism and insults are merely reflections of their own shame and self-doubt. No matter how well they disguise it, no matter how strong and independent they may appear, deep down, narcissists constantly crave attention and validation from others. They need you but don't know how to express it healthily. All they know is how to demand, control, and manipulate. Number 6. They never admit mistakes. Narcissists with egos as grand as deities believe themselves to be flawless and incapable of error. In their eyes, the world is one grand stage, and they are the leading star who always shines. They reject any criticism or judgment as an affront to their glory. Even if they know they're wrong, they will never admit it. They'll bend the truth, shift the blame onto others, or even outright deny any evidence, all to protect their perfect image. Admitting a mistake would mean stepping down from the pedestal, acknowledging that they're merely human with flaws and faults. When you point out their mistakes, you unintentionally touch their sensitive ego, threatening the sense of superiority they guard so fiercely. They'll respond with every tactic to protect their territory. This could range from anger and rage to retaliatory attacks. They'll employ any words necessary to belittle you, aiming to make you feel ignorant, inadequate, and unworthy. They want you to bow down and accept blame so that they can continue to rule from their elevated position. Number 7. They constantly seek validation. Narcissists crave recognition and praise to such an extent that they're constantly boasting and exaggerating their achievements or abilities to attract attention. For them, every compliment is more than satisfaction. It's a way to strengthen the illusion of their perfect self. They frequently recount their victories, emphasize how many people admire and depend on them, and even make unrealistic promises to impress others. All of these behaviors are designed to sustain an idealized image they've built, a flawless facade that conceals their inner insecurities. Narcissists are adept at hiding the truth, as this helps them feel in control. They may quietly believe in things contrary to what they present, yet they will do whatever it takes to make others buy into the image they've crafted. Maintaining secrets and lies, large or small, helps them preserve their status in others' eyes and prevents anyone from seeing their true nature. If you don't respond to their boasting or grandiose promises, they'll interpret this as confirmation that their tactics are working, that they've successfully captivated and controlled you. This show of confidence is merely a mask, concealing their insecurities, and they fear that if this mask falls, they'll be left facing a reality they're desperate to avoid. Number 8. They are jealous and envious. Narcissists live in a world of inner conflict, where envy and jealousy simmer and blaze like a fire that can't be extinguished. They may say they're happy for your success, even congratulate you, but deep inside, bitterness and resentment rise. Every achievement and advancement you make is like a wound to their fragile ego, reminding them of what they lack and cannot achieve. To them, your growth and progress are threats, because they shake the image they've crafted of themselves as superior to others. They're not only envious of who you are, but also of everything good in your life. Your career success, happiness in relationships, and admirable qualities, all of these make them feel inferior. This simmering resentment can drive them to act in subtle or even cruel ways, such as downplaying your accomplishments, dismissing the value of what you've achieved, or spreading rumors to undermine your image in the eyes of others. Narcissists will always perceive your success as a reminder of their own shortcomings, and their jealousy will spur them to seek control and dominance to keep themselves feeling superior. Number 9. They need you more than you need them. Narcissists need you more than you realize, and certainly more than you need them. You serve as a mirror for them, absorbing and reflecting the darker parts of themselves they refuse to confront. They need you as a target to blame, a shield for the negative emotions they can't accept within themselves. Beyond that, they crave your attention, approval, and the vibrant energy you bring. Every emotional reaction, every nod or word of praise you offer serves as a boost to their insecure ego. In their eyes, your presence becomes a tool to reinforce the ideal image they're trying to build, from social status to a sense of power and admiration. If they choose you as a friend, lover, or close family member, it's no accident. It's because you offer something they need. You might be someone who boosts their reputation, helping them appear more successful or respected to others. Beneath their polished exterior, they secretly want you to bear their insecurities, pain, and failures that they constantly deny. To them, you are not an independent individual, but rather part of their collection, a continuous source of energy that sustains their illusion of perfection and conceals the cracks they refuse to reveal. Number 10. They may use your secrets against you. Narcissists are far from trustworthy with secrets. Whatever you once shared with them, your deepest fears, personal stories, or vulnerabilities you thought safe with someone close, will not be protected as you'd hope. For narcissists, your secrets aren't something to respect. They're tools, hidden weapons stored away for use whenever needed. Instead of listening with empathy and care, they remember everything with one purpose: to manipulate, control, and keep you within their influence. When the moment arises, perhaps when they feel you're becoming too self-assured, seem out of their control, or challenge them, they won't hesitate to expose your secrets to embarrass you or damage your reputation. Their goal isn't just to hurt you, but to elevate themselves, creating a sense of power and superiority in front of others. They'll reveal those secrets by whispering to people around you, or worse, twisting the information to make others misunderstand you. Every time they use your secrets as a tool, they feel as if they've gained the upper hand, controlling the situation and breaking you as they see fit. For narcissists, shaming you isn't only a means of manipulation. It's a way to assert superiority and maintain their standing in relationships. Narcissists don't build respect and status on genuine values. Instead, they opt to bring others down to make themselves feel more significant. The control they wield over others' secrets gives them a sense of absolute power, as if they own a part of you that you can never reclaim. As a result, relationships with narcissists become toxic and unsettling, where what you trusted them with becomes a weapon they turn against you. You lose not only the safety of sharing, but live with the fear that any moment they might use your secrets to defend their ego. This betrayal doesn't just damage trust, it gradually erodes your self-confidence as you realize your trust has been exploited in such a calculated and ruthless way. They're not simply betrayers of trust, they are people who use others' trust as a tool to manipulate, control, and maintain their false sense of superiority, regardless of the harm it causes. So we've explored 10 secrets all narcissists keep hidden. These insights not only help us understand their behavior, but also offer a deeper look at the motives and insecurities that lie within. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward protecting yourself and avoiding the cycle of their manipulation. If you recognize any of these traits in those around you, remember that you're not alone, and there are ways to keep your boundaries intact and preserve your peace of mind. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to stop reacting and maintain your distance. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on psychology and personal growth. And don't forget to comment below about any of these secrets you've encountered or share your own experiences. Thank you for watching until the end, and see you in the next video.